Hi everyone, Benny Williams here for RGDS Podcast, and I have just landed at Retro Revival in Wolverhampton. I've never been here before, it's my first time, so I've been really looking forward to it. The venue at the moment, I'm here a bit early and I've had no trouble, they let me straight in. I've been really fantastic, the stuff like that. The venue is very small, but it's great because it's nice and personal. Of course, it sounds quite loud at the moment because there's a lot going on in the background with the arcade machines and such as alike. I'm going to do a tour around, and then after that, hopefully I'm going to bump into a couple of guys. Most importantly, our co-host Garen, also known as Retro Schmupper. And unfortunately, Andy couldn't be here today, which is a great shame, but I think we're going to have a great day here anyway, so I'll catch you in a while, guys. So let's just do a little walk around the show floor. This is the entrance where you come in. Right next to it you've got the bar. Most important thing probably of the show apart from the arcade machines. Straight away we have a really mini bar top here with BEC Invaders on it. I've not quite seen a bar top close up in person quite this small before. Of course, you've got the beer pumps yourself, comparison size of it, so that is absolutely awesome, fantastic. And it looks like it's playing a bit of TMNT there. So here we've got an old cocktail bar top sort of arcade machine. So obviously it's looking like it's got two players on it. Not seen one of these since I went to a warehouse in Birmingham. My mum used to just hand me off into the play area and go around and do her shopping. And we got the mighty 4-player Simpsons arcade machine, which is absolutely fantastic. Great to see it's working and that it's on. Looks like we've got a light gun game going on here, which I think might be having a little problems at the moment by the look of it, so we'll probably come back a bit late and see the vanity look fixing it. The classic 3-player off-roads. And then we're coming to a little pinball section, which one of the only things missing from Play Blackpool is the pinball zone, unfortunately, but it's fantastic to see. I think there's only 3 of them here, but any pinball is a good pinball in my opinion. So we've got Metallica, Transformers, Spider-Man and the Addams Family. So moving on into the arcade cabinet zone, we are starting off with Racing Hero, not something I'm familiar with. Terra Presta, this says. Again, not something I'm familiar with. Perhaps Garen is, being a Schmupper fan, so we'll try and get some footage of him playing it later. And moving on to Area 51, fantastic light gun game with almost real looking people on it, so that's great. We have great Mrs. Pac-Man cab, Donkey Kong, and while I'm here I should probably really get a go on this before everyone gets here and I can't get it on it at all. So, but since we're gonna have a look around and do some filming, I'll try and get on it later. If I don't, I don't, but I could always meme it. And we've got the mighty Golden Axe on I'd imagine it's just the main machine. And then Feed It Fix It Junior, which I played this on MAME. It's actually really good, of course, from Wreck-It Ralph. We've got a little Wreck-It Ralph figure on the top there, so that is absolutely wonderful. Moving on, we've got Gorf. One of my favourite arcade cabs of all time, the mighty Gyrus. I just love how it's on a sort of central spinner and you've got to shoot from the inside, almost a bit like Tempest. Got a Jammer cab for sale here, which looks like it might have a little bit of Metal Slug going on. Another couple of Jammer cabs for sale here. Moving on, we've got, is that Rustle or Rustamania? This is called, this might be, I'm not quite sure what this one is actually. They're selling some arcade equipment. I'd imagine this is probably the backups for the arcade machines themselves. If not, if these are for sale, I'll be looking at probably getting a couple of these. So we'll have a look in a bit. So we accept Visa, PayPal, good to know because I haven't really bought any cash with me. So moving on, we've got Philips CDI. Atari playing Space Harrier. The wonderful TurboGrafx, and look at that, how generous is that? Look at how many hue cards there are for you to get your hands on and to have a play of that. And you know, there's nothing better than playing these games on an old CRT style TV. You're just not going to replicate that image and that picture quality at all, and that clarity. Got an Atari, which I don't know if that's out of action or not. Nice amount of games going on there. Another Panasonic CD. All these glorious systems with these CRTs. So we've got Chucky Egg on the microcomputer. The mighty Commodore 64, my first console ever. Absolutely love this system along with the NES. Atari Falcon 30. Commodore Amiga CD32. You know, this is exactly a prime example of what I was talking about earlier of how you're not really going to capture that image quality. I mean, you know, this is just an LCD screen, probably 14 inch, and that cannot do this game any justice at all. The picture quality is not fantastic. There's a little bit of static going on the screen there as well. So you are better off if you can with a CRT or maybe the Retron 5. Moving on, we've got an Amiga A1200, something I'm very interested in getting in the future. Atari 520 ST. Amstrad CPC 464. Yeah, again, I've got to say how generous this is with all these games that they've got out available, you know, and they're putting a lot of trust in people here as well. Also got a ZX81. I'm going to have to hurry up a bit because I think I'm running out of time with recording. Should have made a bit more room earlier. Got another Atari with what looks like that might be an Atari EverDrive style thing. Bit of Tone Punk clone, an X-Arcade stick. I don't know if it's got its own thing going on inside that, but that looks fantastic, good stuff. Revenge from Mars in 3D, I saw this when I was at Play Expo. It was a fantastic machine, really nice, way it lights up and stuff like that. Oh, some lovely arcade machines going on here, so I'm going to be looking for Rainbow Islands. Super Mario Brothers Pinball. Killer Instinct Cab with Street Fighter, so yeah, that works. Then television, grandstand. Not sure I'm too familiar with this thing here. No, I'm not, I'm afraid. I'm sure someone will know, they can tell me. Another NES. Favourite console of all time with the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo with the Game Boy adapter, the Super Game Boy, so Nintendo GameCube, just a really, really underrated system. It's absolutely fantastic. Got to get my hands on an MSX version 1. Sorry, Master System version 1 I mean. Richmond's game, the Neo Geo, Dreamcast, Xbox. There's just an absolutely lovely selection of things going on here. Oh wow, there's a Bandai Pippin going on here as well. Some Super Graphics with Super Ghost Goblins, I think, or just Ghosts of Goblins. PlayStation 2, absolutely amazing system. Small PS1, large PS1. Another Dreamcast, you know, we're really spot for choice here, guys. Sega Saturns. Got the Mega Drive with the Mega CD add-on. Another one with the 32X add-on. Oh, we've got an Amstrad CPC, is it that one? So wonderful stuff. Ridge Racer going on there, Crazy Taxi out of action, some Sega Rally, Turbo Outrun and Outrun, and then finally to top it off we've got some sellers going on along here. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video and I haven't waffled on too much. You know, I've got to say that this place is absolutely full of surprises. Another mini arcade machine going on here. Some more pinball tables in another room. Completely wasn't expecting this. So it's absolutely fantastic. Oh, and we've only gone and found Rainbow Islands on a minicab. So I think this is me for the whole day now. Got a bit of Ridge Racer going on over here. Revival Survival, which is not on. Looks like a homebrew game, so that's a bit of a shame that's not on there. Got John Romero's signature on there, Oliver Frey, absolutely amazing digital drawer. See Roger Keane just there as well, so some absolutely great names from back in the day. So you know what, I'm going to be very, very rusty on this, and that's okay. Let's just give it a whirl. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. Funny thing is, in my mind, with that TV that I had when I was younger, that this is exactly how I remember Rainbow Islands being when I had it when I was like 5 or 6 years old. Of course that isn't the case, and it's just rose tinted classic mostly, but I do absolutely love, adore this game. One of my all-time favourite games. Absolutely delighted to find this on almost a similar sort of feel cab to the Japanese style one. Getting a bit carried away talking there, so far I've bought a boxed C64 for £15. Absolutely brilliant. The seller had only just picked it up in a local pickup over the last couple of days, I think. So absolute bargain. Yeah, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's just a risk at £15. I'm happy to take that risk. Oh, what are you doing? So I'm going to leave this here right now because I've just seen my good friend Ross. So we're doing.